Shepherd's grandson, Paul, inherits the bulk of the estate. You, Mrs. Hamilton, and you, Mrs. Thompson, have been asked to cooperate to safeguard his interests until he reaches the age of 23. It would appear Mr. Shepherd had a great deal of trust in you both. In the event of your accepting this responsibility, you've been very generously provided for. Mrs. Thompson, you've inherited a considerable sum. This house goes to you, Mrs. Hamilton, and after Paul Shepherd, you're the major beneficiary. You've just become a very wealthy woman, Mrs. Hamilton. Well, those in brief are the major bequests. I'll now go through the will clause by clause.
Fiona? Are you all right? Sit down, I'll make us a cuppa.
I've just inherited more money than I ever thought I'd see in my life.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm only sorry James had to die for it to happen.
I think we both do with a cuppa. Oh, the cake.
The bulk of the estate went to his grandson, Paul. And after him, Patricia's the major beneficiary.
Huh, trust her.
As well as the money, we were all left a large amount of shares in James' company. I hoped after today I'd never have to see that woman again.
Well, why should you?
Well, James requested in his will that we cooperate to protect his grandson, look after his interests on the board.
You and Patricia?
Yes. We pretended we were good friends. For James, we didn't want to upset him. We did too good a job.
Does that mean you'll have to have business dealings with her?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. It was James' wish.
Oh, wait till everyone else hears. About your money.
Well, I'd prefer to gloss it over while I'm here. With James' death, I'm really not in the mood for celebrating.
I didn't think. What do we tell them, then?
Well, just play down the amount.
Fine.
Oh, you should have seen the look on Patricia's face. She's one person who probably is celebrating.
Well, that's got rid of the last of them. Still recovering, eh?
Not every day you inherit a fortune. I would prefer details didn't become common knowledge. Not just for the moment, anyway.
I'll be discreet.
I'd even prefer that my son, John, doesn't know the extent of it.
Well, I won't be discussing it with anyone. James had a long talk to me about the direction he wanted things to take. Both you and Mrs. Thompson will be invited to sit on the board. You'll be in a very strong position to influence policy decisions.
In conjunction with Fiona, yes.
Or Paul.
When's he appearing?
Oh, who knows? We have a contact address for him in America. He's on the move a lot, though. He only calls in there infrequently.
So he doesn't know that James is dead?
Nope.
Or that he's worth a fortune?
I realized that you and James were very close. He asked me to be of service to you in any way I could. I'll always be more than willing to advise you.
Thank you, Mr. Mason.
I hope ours will be a long and mutually satisfying association.
Been waiting for you.
I called in to see Jill. Managed to brighten her up a bit.
Oh, yeah?
I did. I invited her over to dinner tonight.
I thought I was taking you out.
You got your way last night.
Just have to put up with her looking miserable after all.
No, I want you to take Wayne out. So he and Jill don't run into each other.
I don't want to go out with Wayne.
Oh, for me.
Look, we're not exactly the best of mates, you know?
I know. And he's a pain in the neck, but put up with him just this once. Please.
You know how to twist a bloke around your finger.
Of course. It's important for Jill. Just to let her know that the breakup with Wayne doesn't mean she's not welcome around here.
Man wants his head read.
Well, do you know where he is? Go and ask him then.
Well, it'll have to be a pretty good con job. He doesn't like me much more than I like him.
Well, you're the best con artist I know.
Look who's talking.
I'll give you a hand. There's no way I'm going to spend the night in some dump of a pub.
Oh, come on, Angie. You get a bit sick of all the fancy places you want to go to.
You can find yourself another pat.
Couldn't expect a woman to realise how a bloke feels about his favourite watering hole, could you?
Wouldn't have thought you'd been up here long enough to have found one.
Yeah, great little place. Always plenty of terrific-looking birds on the loose.
Just the sort of evening I can do without, thank you.
You've got to go to a place like that with someone. I hate drinking by myself. Hey, why don't you come?
Doesn't sound like my sort of scene either.
Well, I reckon you'd like it once you got there. You can have a great night out without putting your hand in your pocket much. Tell you what, my shout.
It might be fun to see how the other half lives.
Good on you, mate. Guarantee you won't regret it.
Well, I hope you two have a lot of fun together.
All the signs will tell Bones that this man killed his wife, but she can't prove it.
Are you sure she's not here?
I told you. Angela said she's in Melbourne.
With any luck, she might stay there.
Hello. I didn't expect you home today. And I didn't expect to see you at all.
Well, you know how I feel about the city, but my sister's here in a nursing home. I haven't seen her for a while.
And I thought I'd better get back to doing the rounds and trying to find some work.
Well, look who's here.
Can you manage those stairs?
Watch.
Oh, should have known they couldn't keep you down.
Wayne, can you settle Rosie in upstairs?
Yes. Show me my room.
Is that from your mother?
No, but she's probably had her hands full with the funeral and everything.
I can't understand why she didn't tell me about James's death. He was a friend of both of us. I would have gone to the funeral with her.
Oh, she was pretty upset. Maybe she thought you had enough on your plate.
Still, I would have liked to have been with her.
Well, she'll probably be home tomorrow. There's nothing to keep her down there.
Sorry if I dragged you away from drinks with the executives.
I met them all, had a bit of a chat.
Think you made a good impression?
They seemed to like me, all right.
I'm sure they did. I was feeling a bit low. Needed some sympathetic company.
Oh, if you're feeling down, you should have gone home and seen Mum and Dad.
I thought that might be a little awkward. Can imagine what Fiona's been saying about me.
How was she at the reading of the will?
Unpleasant.
How did it go?
Did I inherit anything? Yes.
Enough to help save Woombye and the stud?
Unfortunately not. Enough to keep us afloat, though.
That's something.
I'd prefer you didn't discuss it at home. Just give Fiona more ammunition.
No worries.
How are your parents about me?
Well, Mum's a bit one-eyed, but I don't think Dad's taking sides.
I suppose he's been away most of the time doing trips. What do they call them?
Halls. No, he's been around, only doing short ones.
9-to-5 man these days.
Just about.
Is he working today?
No. I think he has to pick up his roster later this afternoon, that's all. When are you off back to Sydney?
Oh, I haven't quite decided yet. There are a few loose ends I'd like to tie up here before I go. Go on, drink up. You'd better get back to Prue. She'll be missing you.
I'm back. What a day. Hi.
Oh, hello, Lynn, darling.
Fiona. How are you, Mum?
Lynn, love, you met Prue?
Yes, at the front gate. I've just been showing her some of the fabulous stuff I've bought. You know, that's what's great about visiting a new city. You can find gear that's, well, a little bit different.
Especially somewhere like Melbourne.
I'll give you a fashion show later.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Isn't it gorgeous? It's really beautiful.
Lynn, darling, I'm in the money now, so you can expect a nice little present before I go home.
Oh, terrific. A house of our own would be beautiful. Oh. Yeah, it must be awful living with someone else. I couldn't believe it when John told me he had to get married. Should have been more careful. I suppose it'll be ages before Kevin's earning decent money. Must be lots of things you have to do without. I'd hate it.
There's more to life than what you can buy.
Why don't you take these things into the bedroom? I need the table to get the dinner ready.
Oh, all right. Give me a hand, Lynn. Thanks.
Money doesn't buy tact. That's pretty obvious.
I don't think she meant anything.
Reminds me of a younger version of someone else we know.
You'll want them to win.
That's so amazing.
You'll feel their every pain.
My grandma would say dip.
That's a bit fancy having a gym in the building.
Yeah, new company idea, executive fitness, that sort of thing.
Oh, I'll have black coffee.
Keep calm.
You're all right. I shouldn't have bothered making a fuss about dinner. She's hardly touched it. She is one of the rudest girls I've ever met. And John's almost as bad the way he's ignoring you. Now, I think it's time somebody pulled him back into line.
There's not much on until that war film.
Well, why don't we go to a movie?
I'd rather stay here.
Oh, you're going to watch a movie anyway.
I want to be with the family. It's the main reason I came back.
I don't want to watch some boring war film.
Then go and talk to Mum. You're the one who was so keen to meet her.
I'd like to see some of the place while I'm here.
Well, you're in the city today. Look, I want to stay home. It might be months before I'm back again.
Up to you.
Oh, what's wrong with all the women tonight?
Hello, Jill.
Hello, Rosie. Expect to see you here.
Oh, just here for a few days. Oh. And how are you, love?
Oh, I'm okay.
We were real worried about you. Just seemed to disappear into thin air after you left Mumbai.
Yeah, well, I'm back at Fiona's now.
Hi. I didn't hear you arrive.
Well, I had Rosie to welcome me.
Well, best get on with the dinner. Made something I know you really like.
It's okay, Wayne's out.
Oh.
Daddy's sorry he couldn't stay around and see you, but he's gone to a business dinner. He's trying to renew contacts with as many business people as possible.
Oh, it must be rotten for him.
It is.
It seems strange.
What?
Being here.
We'll have dinner straight away. That way we'll have tons of time before the others get home.
Well, you two certainly put a hole in that. Nothing like young appetites.
Oh, I haven't had a good meal like that since I left Mumbai, Rosie.
Oh, get along with you. After I've put these in the dishwasher, I think I'll turn in. I want to go and see my sister tomorrow, and it's a bit of a trek from here.
Right, Rosie.
Oh, thanks for a lovely meal.
It's good to cook for those who appreciate it. Hope to see you again before I go back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good night.
She knows. About what I told you earlier about me being on the game.
What?
Oh, she overheard me and Wayne arguing. Didn't turn a hair. Well, people you don't expect to give you the most support.
I hope I didn't seem too shocked.
For a minute.
I just never thought...
I expected Wayne would have told you by now.
The way he treated you, what a pig.
Well, I shouldn't have told him.
After how you helped him, too. And with some of the things he's done. Talk about the old male double standard. That's what worries me about Rob. Oh, he's put me up on a bit of a pedestal.
How?
Well, there are good girls and there are bad girls, and I'm a good girl.
Oh.
Oh, I suppose it's nice. It's just that I wonder how he'd take finding out some of the things I've done.
Better than Wayne did with me, I hope.
Yeah. Milk? I'm trying not to have it so strong these days.
Oh, no, mine's right. I need all the pepping up I can get.
You've got to forget him. I told you from the start he wasn't good enough for you.
Oh, the stupid part is I still love him. The way he was after the accident anyway.
Of Dancing with the Stars judge Helen Ritchie.
Find out what Helen wears around her home. Oh, I always dress like
Mick.
Mick? I don't think I've ever heard you mention him.
Oh, he's a guy I met when I was down in Melbourne. Didn't ever come to anything.
You still get that thing to work for you.
I'll stop them coming in.
Yeah. I told you it was a great little place.
Well, by the look of you two, you should turn in straight away. You're going to hate yourselves in the morning.
What the hell is she doing here?
I'm just leaving.
Jill!
I'll keep in touch.
I don't want to hear again.
It's my house, too. I have a right to invite whoever I want here.
Yeah, that'd be right. Birds of a feather.
Oh.
Thanks for the company, mate.
Yeah.
Have you ever met such a pig?
Oh, we got on all right tonight. He's not such a bad bloke.
Gotta be kidding.
It's a lot more fun to be around than Jill.
You hardly even know her.
I thought it was a bit strange, though, inviting over the girl he's just broken up with.
Who I have here has even less to do with you than it does with him.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh, since you and Wayne get on so well, I'll make sure you have plenty of time to spend with him, okay?
There. I'm now officially a member of the board.
Well, I hope you don't mind my getting it out of the way so early.
No, of course not.
Thank you.
Has Fiona signed it?
I'll be talking to her about it later today.
I have known her a long time. Long enough to know she has no head for business.
Well, Mr. Shepherd seemed confident in her abilities.
James let sentiment get the better of him there.
He didn't with you.
I don't think so. I know you and I are keen to safeguard Paul's interests. Quite frankly, I think the less Fiona has to do with it, the better.
If that's the case, I'm sure we can manage something.
I hope so. You've been a wonderful help to me. I hope when I take up my position on the board, I'll be able to repay your kindness.
Well, I'm certain we'll be able to continue helping one another.
There is one more thing you could do for me. It's rather personal.
I've already told you I'm very discreet.
It has nothing to do with business.
I'll be happy to be of any assistance.
There's somebody I'd like to contact, but I can't do it directly. Might cause problems with his family.
You'd like me to contact him for you?
If you could ring the company where he works and find out when he'll be in next, and then get somebody to deliver a personal message for me.
I'll do it myself.
I don't expect that.
Just give me the details. I'll be happy to do it for you.
I'll tell Rosie her muffins have Plan C's approval. I should saul her onto Rob.
Who, Rosie or Plan C?
Oh, both. I'm furious with him. I mean, how could he take Wayne's side?
Oh, for all Rob knows, Wayne's probably right about me.
Well, he's got another thing coming. Sharpen up those fangs.
They're like needles already.
I'm sorry last night was such a disaster. I didn't expect them home so early.
Don't worry, it turned out for the best.
No, it didn't.
It bucked me up. Until Wayne got home, anyway. Anyway, there are more important things to life than men.
Name one.
Oh, getting a good job, finding a better place to live.
I thought you liked it here.
Oh, I do. But I'm only here till Fiona gets back.
And then?
Well, she chucks me out, she chucks me out.
You shouldn't have to do that.
Don't mind.
I don't suppose it occurred to Prue that other people in the house might be in a hurry to use the bathroom. She's been in there half an hour.
See you tonight, love.
Toast will do.
No point putting Prue's in yet. Goodness knows how much longer she'll be.
I'll just knock on the door and ask her to hurry up.
She's a guest. Not very impressed with her.
Really? Fiona's a nuisance, if you ask me. Lies in bed expecting you to wait on her.
I told her to stay there. She had a very heavy day yesterday. Since you brought it up, I think the way you're treating her is disgusting.
Hardly said a word to her.
Right.
And what do you expect after the way she's treated my mother?
Now, you listen to me, young man. Fiona brought you up when you were little. I did the rest of it. Patricia didn't do anything for you.
She's done a lot lately.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
That I don't like what I see. You're becoming too cocky by half. About as rude and thoughtless as your girlfriend.
Oh, maybe we should go if you feel like that.
I don't want you to, but unless you back up your ideas, maybe you should.
All new Police Files Unlocked is back tonight on 7. You've heard about it in the news. Teenagers speeding, driving through red lights. But what you'll see tonight is shocking and real. with exclusive access to police files and amazing videos from Australia and overseas. All new Police Files Unlocked, back tonight at 8 o'clock. Next on 7, 8 Simple Rules.
Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about.